Dobry den. That's all the Czech I'm going to be speaking on this vlog. Good morning, Dzień dobry, and welcome back to another episode of American in Czech Republic. That's right, this is the second episode of our epic trip from Warsaw to Prague. And so far it's been pretty, I don't know about the word epic, but it's been pretty smooth and wonderful. Right now, I'm on my way to go grab a few items from our breakfast. We weren't quite sure what was in the flat as far as like flour and salt and things like that. You just kind of never know. So I'm gonna go grab a few tiny items so that we have a really nice, good, solid breakfast. I say get a good, strong breakfast in the morning and that you're not super, super hungry at lunch after you've walked 10,000 steps. So I'm taking you with me to the little Czech sklep. And we're gonna pick up our items, head back. The agenda today is, number one, we're going to the Mucha Museum. There's a lot of exhibitions out there that are claiming to do this Mucha stuff, but there's actually only one, and we're gonna take you there to it. And number two, we're gonna stroll around the Jewish quarter. And then what's next? We're gonna just take you to a few sites on the Stare Miasto area. So anyways, let's go to the store. Hey there, breakfast is over and we are heading out to show you some top sites today. We're gonna take you to a few sites and then the world is your oyster. Basically, you can take what you learned from this video, maybe you can take some other vloggers' ideas, put it all together, come up with your own fabulous itinerary, vlog about it even, and why not? And the whole point is have a fun time. That is it. We want you to come to Prague and we want you to have a good time. Eat the food you want to eat and see the sights you want to see. Oh, and by the way, I just want to say something very honest. Now, I have been to Prague several times and I had to actually stop myself from saying this last night so many times. It was like, wow, there's a lot of this and that here that I haven't really seen before. And it wasn't exactly positive. So I want to share a couple things that you might see and it might shock you, it may not. I wanted to share a couple negatives and positives with you so that we can be like a friend that talks to you before you travel. You know, I appreciate that when I can get some travel advice from my friends who've already been to some place and to see what kind of food do you recommend? I don't know, are there places, like pharmacies I can go to easily in case I need something? So Natalia, she's gonna share with you two negatives. Yep. And two positives I will share, and we are actually in agreement on both of these things. We came up with both of these ideas because we feel like it will help somebody.
The negative thing, number one, is the amount of adult paraphernalia stores. It's just too much. And I think the negative thing number two is kind of resulting from the thing number one, because the negative thing number two is great amount of weird people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say that, but that's true. The people that kind of taking you out in the
stalking you.
Yes, in such a weird
girls.
Of course, yeah. So those are mine or us negative things, and Mary is going to share with you some positive things.
For positive, number one is the amount of things that are accessible for everybody, like restaurants.
Yes, sure.
That was something that you brought up was the kind of restaurants. There's something for everybody. That's what you said.
Yeah, of course.
So I really like that. Of course, you can get Czech restaurants, and I recommend doing your research before you do this so you don't end up in a tourist trap. For an exorbitant amount of money, and then you're really trapped there and you can't get out. And then number two on our list, and we already have enjoyed this and eaten this, and we're not taking any pictures and sharing it with you because it disappeared from our hands so fast, unfortunately, is chimney cakes.
Yeah.
chimney cakes, and you can get them all over the place. As many adult paraphernalia stores as there are an equal amount of these chimney cake stores. And what is your recommendation of the one that you got?
Oh, it's perfect. Mine was filled with the hot chocolate, raspberries, and ice cream, vanilla ice cream.
Loaded!
Yes.
So we're just trying to be a friend to help you think before you come. We want you to have the best possible trip and time. So if you know in advance, just plan for it, maneuver, and enjoy your trip. Now, we're taking you to the Mucha Museum.
Oh yeah.
And we're going in this direction, so follow us there. Here we go.
Yay!
Here we are at the one, the only Mucha Museum. Now, I want to tell you just a little bit about this guy because he's one of my favorites. Alphonse Mucha was a Czech artist who invented the Mucha Art Nouveau style. Born in Ivančice, he always loved painting. Eventually, after going through art school and just being in that art scene, he would end up in Paris, and he'd become famous after creating beautiful posters advertising an actress of the day. From there on, his work was in hot demand, but his heart was always here in the Czech Republic. So he and his wife and family would eventually move back here to the Czech Republic, and he finished out his years creating masterpieces like the Slavic epic. For now, we can enjoy his work and even try to be a Mucha model ourselves. Wow, don't you feel so beautiful after seeing all these beautiful Art Nouveau paintings?
Yes, I am.
I loved it. We met people from France. We met people from Poland.
Yeah.
We can't escape you, Poland. We loved it. We met these girls and we took these shots in front of the models of these posters. And it was like the best way to experience this museum because Mucha used real people to make those pictures. So it was just so much fun to get in front of those paintings and pretend to be like a model of Mucha. So now what's on the agenda, my dear?
Now we are moving to Jewish part of Prague, and we are ready to explore some more great places.
Let's go this way. Okay, we made it to our first stop in the Jewish quarter. I got my map, and this is the area that we'll be walking around in. I recommend buying the ticket that allows you to see most of the sites here. It comes with, of course, the little map and downloadable audio guide. It was so easy, and the whole walk around this area is not that bad. So here we come into the Pincus Synagogue, which was built around the 1500s, and today it's been converted into a very special Holocaust memorial for the Prague Jews. Prior to World War II, it was estimated that more than 118,000 Jews lived in Prague. So as you're walking around, you can see the names of the people printed on the walls. And that effect reminded me really of when I went to the Schindler Museum in Krakow. It was very moving for me. Another heart-wrenching part of the exhibition was pictures drawn by children that went to the concentration camps. So I would say for our first synagogue experience in Prague, it was really wonderful and heart-wrenching, to say the least. Next door immediately is the Old Prague Cemetery, and it's not the largest, but boy, did it have an effect on me. The audio guide mentioned that the symbols, like this one, you can see a crown, meant like wisdom. So there was like little symbols that you could look upon and see like, oh, they're a lion. It had to do with maybe like a last name or something. So it was really interesting. Now on to our next synagogue. This one, by the way, happens to be one of my favorites. And when we walk in, you'll see why. Ba-bam! It is just full of light. It is so beautiful. And I just loved the Judaica, walking through here, saying stuff for the various holidays like Sukkot or Hanukkah. So each level of this particular synagogue offers so much for visitors to learn about Judaism, to learn about the community that used to be a part of this, and take a look at these Torah scrolls with the Torah crowns. Fabulous, just beautiful. So that's it for this particular synagogue. Now we're going to head out the door and we're going to walk down this little street here and on to our next stop. And here is the old new synagogue built in the 1300s. And one of the reasons that it's called the old new synagogue is because when newer ones were being built in the 1600s, obviously it became the old one. So now on to our next place. And very close to the old new synagogue is the Meisel Synagogue. The Meisel Synagogue was built in 1592. And I believe that it was named after its founder, Mordecai Meisel. And I've never been inside of this one before, but I have to tell you, it's probably like one of the most prettiest synagogues. Whoo, it's hot.
Yeah.
And it's time to go to the Spanish synagogue, which is one of my favorite synagogues in Prague because it is so beautiful. It is so full of light, and I can't wait to show you a few things. So are you ready to go inside?
I am.
All right, let's go. All right, I'm telling you, I saved the best for last. The Spanish synagogue. It is like the creme de la creme as far as the way that it was designed. And also it's one of the more newer synagogues in this district. And it was built in the more of that Moorish style. So that gives it that, Spanish synagogue name, obviously, for the Sephardic Jewish flavor. But I just mesmerized, what can I say, at the light and the blue colors and the gold. It is absolutely gorgeous. And let me tell you, it was like so full of touch screens and memorabilia and Judaica. So you could be in here minimum between a half an hour to an hour, no problem. So let's go ahead and move on to our next place. After a very long self-guided tour of Prague's Jewish quarter, it is time to pay a visit to Czech Žabka and grab kofola. And I think it's pretty much the twin sister of Kini from Malta. And we pretty much love it in Poland. So we were like on a hunt to find this, and we found it. It was so cold and refreshing in the super hot Czech weather. And it was just what the doctor ordered. There we go. No zdravia. Hey! We are taking you to St. Wenceslas Square.
Yeah.
It's super nice in the daytime, super safe, family friendly. Tourists are everywhere. I'm a tourist, come on. We're tourists.
Yeah, you are.
It's so much fun and full of life and glamour and art deco, and it is so beautiful. You've got to come check this place out. At night though, remember we were saying earlier about things being kind of sketchy?
Yeah. You need to be careful.
Be careful, girls. Be careful. Travel in a pack. Like we normally do. Like, how girls are always going to the bathroom together in a pack. Do the pack system here. So anyways, here we are. Take a look at these tramvais. This is like your indicator that you are at the right place at the right time. We're going to just swing this camera around here towards this back area, and we're going to show you this very famous statue. Here is a dining option, pizza sausage. But I have a question. Is it pizza sausage or is it pizza? And you can also buy some sausage. What do you think? Write it in the comments. So here's what they got. And by the way, this is how they say kielbasa. Klobasa? How do you say kielbasa in Ukrainian?
Kovbasa?
Kielbasa? Okay.
Yes.
All right. What do we have here? We have, dear Lord, those look like ponchki. And maybe some like chippy things with some cheese and sauce on top. And there's this girl, hey, maybe we need to go in there and say what's going on. That looks, that looks good. That looks super good. And she does have some kielbasa.
I think.
So it's pizza kielbasa. What do you think? Is it kielbasa on your pizza?
I think yeah, probably yeah.
Or is
This
it-
is kind of, you know, interesting experience having a kielbasa in your pizza. But
It works. It works. Or just
probably.
pizza kielbasa. I don't know. All right, is this gonna work for us, or we want to keep on walking?
I don't know. Maybe keep on walking.
Let's keep on walking.
Yeah.
But I have never eaten here. I cannot give an honest review, but it looks pretty good. So we didn't do pizza kielbasa, but instead I wanted to take Natalia to one of my favorite restaurants where even Einstein used to eat. And it is here, Café Le Louvre. And yes, there's Einstein. We're gonna head upstairs and it serves the best desserts, strudels, and of course, Czech food. And I can tell you that both of these dishes were amazing. Now we're taking you to the astronomical clock, but on the way there, why not take a look at the sights and pamiątki? Ooh, maybe something for you, Natalia? Maybe? Okay. And just like that, my friends, we are here in the Stare Miasto, in the heart of Prague. And I just absolutely love this view. This little square sandwiched in by two old churches and the Hussite Memorial. Just take a look. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go into this church. Actually, we cannot do very much filming in here. I was told many times, no filming, but I can at least want to show you like the basic interior so that you yourself can come and take a look. And by the way, it was free to come in. Okay, did you think that we forgot something? We came all the way to Prague and we weren't gonna show you the astronomical clock? Here we are. We've taken you very successfully to the astronomical clock. It is like, of course, one of the biggest touristy things to see here. But I have to tell you, it's worth it. And when it's not like on the hour, when it's going cuckoo, cuckoo, it's not so bad to stand in front of here, get a selfie. But I'm telling you, people are lining up on the hour, to make sure that they can get their chance to take a look at when it goes off. But I highly recommend it. What about you?
well, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So if you have the opportunity to be here and you stand here and wait for the time when it's got off, you should do that.
You should do it. Okay, next, let's go finish off this vlog. And everybody said, oh. We're gonna go take you to Charles Bridge. It's like just around the corner, and it's gonna be kind of like the finishing cherry on the top to this vlog. And I think you're gonna really love it and be like, look, your ticket to Prague. All right, so here we go. Okay, so this is a wrap. We're finishing off the vlog as promised here at the Charles Bridge. We hope that you can make your way here to Prague and find yourself a good plane ticket and a good place to stay and enjoy all the sights and sounds that Prague has to offer to you. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Yes. It's old school, but it would be really lovely so that we can share all the Polish goodness and adventures in and out of Poland with you and your
friends. We're gonna bump right out of here and we're gonna finish off our vacation, and we hope that you can continue to watch American in Poland, American in the Czech Republic, and let us know where you are watching from. We would love to connect with you. So I'm gonna say right now, dziękuję I do widzenia.
Дуже дякуємо. До побачення.